What time is it, everybody? It's time for English Flint. Yes. And I napped one yesterday. And I don't know where I put it. Where is it? Okay. See, I'm going to try this again. I wasn't able to upload that video. Look how strange the English Flint is. I'm going to do one that looks difficult. Yeah. The darker Flint looks better, so I am not going to do the darker one. I'm going to do one that looks bad. Yeah. This is some of the flakes. And it's got concrete in it too, and holes. So it looks pretty bad. But guess what? Spoiler alert. The one I napped yesterday was not that bad. Now, I have been known to criticize English Flint because I have gotten pieces of English Flint that are really bad. Yeah, and it, it catches on. Like, somebody said that English Flint was nasty. Yeah, well, apparently, not all of it is nasty. Okay? But yeah, it varies, just like every other flint or chert. This is supposedly true flint. And it's amazing how well these flakes stay together. I can see how they get long blades out of it. Anyway. Yeah, there's different grades. Ooh, this has been cut. Someone's trying to slab it. Yeah. Yeah, some enterprising person, David, trying to slab it to see what can be done. That one broke. That was okay. So what am I gonna do? I am going to make a biface and also create flakes that I can use later for other projects. Yeah. I won't be able to work miracles. So don't be expecting a huge amount of usable flakes, but I can try. Where is the... ooh, this is a good one. This is from something else. Don't look at that one. Where is my tape measure? I used it for something else today? No. I did use a tape measure for something else, but I guess it was not this one. Alright, so this is 5 inches and something. 5.5. And for you millimeter guys, it's like 400. Yeah. No? 140 millimeters. Yeah, I can't even read the easy peasy stuff. Alright. See? It's nice. Yeah, it won't be nice if I keep doing that though. I did not break it, but I gotta watch it. Throw it in the box with the other flint. I definitely have to watch it. And I'll save these things. These are good for fire starters. These little blocky chunks. Yeah. If I ever get around to assembling a box of those. Alright, ready? Let's try this here. I missed it. I isolated that and I missed it. Still got a good flake though. See, and it naps right through the concrete. I'm surprised. Yeah. These flakes stay intact. They don't get all crumbly. Which means you can make blades. I'm thinking to myself, no wonder they made a bunch of blades out of this stuff. It holds together. Must be nice, guys. I've nabbed so much stuff that does not hold together that it's amazing when those flakes stay together. I'm amazed. Yeah, I'm amazed that these things happen. How does that happen? Usually it just... Yeah. I don't know. It's magic stone. Some of this stuff is magic stone. Yeah. And it's got like bad areas in it, but there's no stepping, there's no weirdness like waves or dives. It just makes whole flakes. That one did break in half, but that's a nasty spot. So I'll give it some slack. Yeah, see that? I can make a nice barbed and tang out of that without much problem at all. Just trim around the edges and give it some notches. Yeah. Yikes. What did I do? I better not mess this up. This is not easy to get for us here. So yeah, everything's the same angles. How do you know what angles to use to thin it down? You don't. You just use all the same angles. That's it. You know, if you hit downward more, it produces a shorter flake. If you hit inward more, it produces a longer flake in general, okay? You just tweak it a little bit for different types of stone and different speeds of your hit, different thicknesses of your edges. Sometimes you can't hit inward on an edge, no matter what you do, because it'll crush. No matter how much you abrade or slow down your strikes or brace this against something or support it, it'll crush when you do inward force. Yeah, sometimes it just, that's the way it goes. There's no special angles. Everything is, just do everything the same with little tweaks. That's it. I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of answering those questions. Can't you see it? Don't you see that it's, you know, it's physics. Now, if we were using vastly different materials, yeah, maybe there would be vastly different angles, but I don't know. it doesn't seem that like it'd be, even with vastly different materials like glass. Glass is different than this, but I'm still using the same angles. It's just little minor changes that sometimes the only way you can tell is it just feels different. It doesn't look any different, it just feels different. I got cracks in the tip here, so just bear with me. I'm trying to minimize the amount removed. No, not like that. Not like that. Okay. There we go. Voila. It's pretty straight. Okay. I think that's as far as I'm going to go with the direct percussion. Yeah, before I mess it up, I got to stop. So where am I now? This is at the biphase stage. 4.5. Yeah, I lost a bunch off the tip because it was all cracked. Yeah. 4.5 inches by 2 3/4. Okay, so phase 2. First phase done. Yeah, I'll just throw all the big flakes in there. Sort them out later. I'll get rid of the crud flakes. Oh, I forgot to adjust my pants so that the flakes don't go down into my boots. Hold on. I did this last night too. When I'm not feeling well, I forget everything. Some might say, yeah, you don't look like you're feeling bad. That's because I have a lot of practice pretending I'm feeling good when I'm feeling like crud. Okay? Alright. I was married for 26 years. I could not afford to act like crud when I felt like crud. No. And with children, yeah. It's easier when you don't have children. I tried to... It didn't always work. I tried not to act like crud, but I think most of the time it didn't work. But I had a lot of practice trying, let's put it that way. Okay, anyway. What am I doing? Taking off the weak spots. Because if you hit a weak spot, it doesn't do anything. Except smash. Smash on the weak spots. It's gotta have somewhere to seat for the heat. When I start bringing on the heat, I gotta have good seat. Bring on the heat. I'm bringing it. Here we go. Yes. Alright. It is behaving a lot like it did yesterday, so these pieces are pretty consistent. Or at least these two. The one I did yesterday and this one. It's acting very similar. Come on. Okay. There we go. Let's trim some of this carefully. I'll let off the gas a little bit while I deal with these cracks. There was a crack in there that I saw. I didn't think it was going to get that bad, but I saw it. I don't take it all the way out. I leave some. Okay, I leave it so I can use those areas to, thin it down. Supposedly, the concrete's not that bad. I just need to attack this more carefully. Yeah. It is running into concrete right there, but it's not that bad. I'll come back to that in a minute. Now, what's the play-by-play on this? It's all same old. It's same old. Nothing major. I'm hitting it really hard, like I'm supposed to with raw stone. It is behaving for the most part, even though it has inclusions in it. I'm not paying attention here. Hold on. Yeah, when I don't pay attention, the flakes don't travel right. Okay. It's the same angle though, I just didn't use enough power or something. Some energy is being lost. I have a feeling it's a combination of a bunch of things. The tooltip is all damaged. The edge was not thick enough. I didn't strike it fast enough. When it's a step fracture, it usually means there's a loss of energy, because it should have gone all the way. And sometimes I'll just attack a spot that's too thick and underestimate what I need to thin it down. And I gotta watch I don't install a curve. Yeah, it's behaving. Do I recommend this stuff for beginners? No, because there are inconsistencies in it. Beginner material needs to be consistent so you know if it's you or the stone. If it's inconsistent stone and you're getting inconsistent results, which you will get when you're new, you don't know if it's you or the stone. And that's, you're not learning anything. You gotta know which one it is. If you're getting bad results, you gotta know if it's you or the stone. Because if you think it's you and it's not, and you start changing it up, you're actually messing yourself up. Now, if it works when you change it up, okay. But it's rare. Yeah. You know, if the stone is the one that's messing up, and you end up changing your technique thinking it's you that's messing up, but if somehow it matches what the stone wants, that's pretty lucky, because usually when you're matching what the stone wants, it's gradual. Like, you notice certain trends and you're going, okay, I think this is starting to work. It's not like you notice something all of a sudden. I think it did it. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. It does respond to damage control. Well, that one didn't go that way. I can tap that. Tap the step fracture face and then get rid of some of that. As long as it doesn't dive too much, I'm in good shape. It looks like it's okay. Trim it. See what I got. Once I get rid of the big lumps, I can start the serious thinning. Yeah, once I get rid of the big lumps. See, what I like about it, it doesn't crack on the edges. I mean, that's a little step fracture. That's not a crack. A lot of times with raw chert or flint in general, if I hit it really, really hard at this stage, it cracks the edge. Which sometimes I can live with it, especially if I have kept it wide. But this one will not crack on the edge. Or it hasn't. And it didn't yesterday either with the other piece. I just gotta make sure I don't take it for granted. Because if I create a big step fracture while it's thin, then I get into trouble. Alright, I need the file. This files down, or it grinds down easy also, which is a plus. Oh yes, it grinds down very easily in comparison to a lot of stones that I've worked before. Yeah, nice. Beauty. It's rare that that happens. Usually with that long and thin of a flake on a thin material, it'll stop at any inconsistency. But these flakes just keep going, even though I know there's an inconsistency in there. Yeah. They just keep going. It did not do it. That is a bad piece of concrete right there. Bad patch of concrete. I'm going to have to get under it because I can't seem to get through it. I don't know. See, almost. We're almost there yet. Yeah, it's taking its toll on the copper tip. That's typical of raw stone. I just gotta keep it nice and smooth. It makes better contact that way. It might slip a little bit more, but it makes better contact on the strike. I can smell that, the smell that occurs when you make a spark. So it might be sparking. You just can't see it. It might be sparking when I grind it. That's not good. Nope. It's starting to act up because it's getting thin. Some guys, they already know how to thin it down, and they complain that it isn't thinning down past 6:1 or something like that, and they say it's not good stone because I can't get it past 6:1 with the thickness ratio. Well, if you can get it at 6:1, it is good stone. Past that, you're going to need some consistency in the stone, right? Which requires some luck. And you might want to know what to do with inconsistent stone to get it down to 8:1. You can't do much except cross your fingers and whatever other superstitious thing you got going that you can try. That's what you're going to need. But yeah, if you can get it to 6:1, the stone is reasonably good with the thickness ratio. I'm just putting that out there because sometimes that's what happens. Somebody will send me some stuff to try, and they say, I can't do anything with it. And what they're talking about is they can't get it thinner than a 6:1 ratio. That's what they call not being able to do anything with it. That's different than what normal people think about when they say they can't do anything with it. Okay. Yeah, I had to hit that exceptionally hard, but it didn't crack it, which is excellent. Let's see. Yeah, it's the sweat stage. I'm getting sweaty. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of damage control that needs to be done. Okay. Alright, next stage is damage control. This is about as thin as it's going to get. I'll measure it here in a second. Alright, so this is like 50 millimeter divided by 8. Yeah, 8 millimeter by 50. 6:1. Yeah, thinner than 6:1, and it's going to require some luck here. Four and 1/8 inches by 2 inches. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to give you the play-by-play. I'm starting to get a headache. Yep. Starting to get a headache because I know I shouldn't push it because it might break in half, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, sometimes I'm surprised that a flake gets removed, because it is fairly easy to remove a flake as long as you're careful at this thinness. It's not as smooth as I would like it to be either. That has a lot to do with the consistency of the stone. Yeah. It flakes well, and the flakes hold together well, but it is inconsistent enough to cause those unpredictable terminations and step terminations. There might be a crack here. Just a very, very shallow crack there. Impact crack from excessive force. But it doesn't look bad. It almost looks like a step fracture. Yeah, I hesitate to hit it hard anymore. There's some areas where I can probably knock off a big flake, but it's highly risky. Knock one through here. You know, right in through there maybe. But I like to have that area thicker so it remains strong in the middle. Why did I grind it so much? So I can see my possibilities. If it looks like it's an easy flake, relatively speaking, I'll do it. It does not look like an easy flake. try the Nacho-matic and see if that'll continue. The angle's got to be good. It's got to be below horizontal when I make the strike. I think that's barely. All right. I think it might do it. Here we go. Come on. Some of it gave way. Yeah. Yikes. That did dive. That's why it didn't come off right away. Let's see now. What am I going to do? I don't see any cracks. But yeah, that's the risk. Yep. No, I don't know if it... I don't think hitting it that way scooped it. I think it was... Well, it was from this side. Although there may have already been... It may have already started diving on this side. And then when I hit it, it just scooped it out. When I hit it from that side. It looked like it might have already been diving a little bit from that side. But yeah, that's the limit for sure. I'm not going to mess with it. Let's see. I'm just going to pick around the edges. Let's see if there doesn't appear to be any cracks anywhere around there. I am worried a little bit about the inside going that way. So I'm not going to hit anywhere else. Alright, so that's going to be it for the thinning. Let's just see. Where do I take it? Right here. 42. Just above that dip. 42. Let's see. Yeah, let's start at number 2. Yeah, 62. Okay, so, and then the thickness is a 5 or a 6. 7 to 1. So I got it a little bit thinner, and then I pushed it a little too far, right? Scooped it out with the Nacho-matic, but at least it got the step fractures out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it, but somebody might like it. Why don't I like it? Because it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. I like the look of it. I just don't like that it may have a crack in it. It doesn't look that great. And that crack can meet up with this crack over here. See, it looks like it has a crack there. That might meet up with this crack somehow if I keep striking it, which I'm not going to. But it would be good as a knife, as long as there's not a lot of bending in it. All right. As long as during use you're not bending a lot. Which you're not supposed to anyway. What happened here? Let's see. Making a mess. Yeah, the edge is a little bit soft. I don't know how else to describe it. It grinds down easy, right? So it leaves kind of a very rounded edge. Not kind of, but it leaves a very rounded edge. Which is okay, except when the material feels a little bit soft and slippery. Yeah, I guess I'll finish this off camera. It's just a matter of picking at the edge. It does feel a little bit softer than other raw flints that I have napped. Has that feel to it? It doesn't feel really prickly like on other raw flints. It feels a bit grainier than that. When it's a grainy flint, it doesn't produce a prickly sharp edge. It produces a sharp edge, but it doesn't feel like it's all that, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's very thin on the edge. And when it's very thin on the edge after sharpening, it'll grab the skin and it'll feel prickly. Yeah, as I get used to it, it'll be easier to run flakes without stepping. Because I'll know what my limit is. What the limit is on the inward force. Just little tweaks, that's all it is. Everything looks the same, it's the same angles, just slight tweaks. And that tweak is like an imperceptible modification of the angle and the force. Almost imperceptible. Okay, yeah. I'll stop messing with it. It just needs a little more picking at it. Anyways, I think I got a 7-1, right? It's good. I'll probably offer these two together in the auction. Just like this. English flint. Yeah. Slightly translucent. I picked the edges a little bit more on this one. But yeah, it has the same, as you get thinner, of course, the stepping increases because of the inconsistencies. But they're not bad. I mean, you can get it thin. It's just the step fractures that are a little bit unsightly. Yeah. That's okay. All right. I'll take a shot of these together. Yeah, so I can consistently get that thin down. But, you know, as it reaches that threshold of 6:1 or more, and it starts to show the inconsistencies in the material by step fracturing. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting tired, actually. I gotta go in and get my mind off of napping for a little bit. Alrighty, so I'll take a shot that way. Like this. Like this. Yeah, this one too. Okay. All right, there you go. That's it.